It is indeed time to light it up, light it up, light it up. You know what I'm saying? Because it is another fine day, and you know what? Even fits in with the year of the. As I gotta turn the camera a little bit more this way. Goodness gracious, there we go. Of the vibrant Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, anomaly on Carcino is the man who is ready to light it up, light it up, light it up. It is time to let's start this thing. It's the Danganronpa Hunger Games. I am here to show the world. No, I'm here to show you guys what's up. I'm excited because tonight it is the
Danganronpa.
Hunger Games, and it is the Light Bearers. It is a Light Bearers game where each district this time actually has a Light Bearer. There's a new imposter, and there's still two other imposters you've not been able to figure out. We'll see if you'll be able to figure out any of them this time around, so keep your eyes peeled as we get the show on the road. So for starters, let's look up at District. Not District, Danganronpa 1, and I've picked these teams for, 7 folks each, and by 7 I mean 7 unless there's 8 because there's an imposter in the district. So let's talk about it. In District 1 we have Makoto, with some people that will help light it up. You know what? Light it up some way, somehow. Hina will light up a smile on your face just like Chihiro. Saint Junko, blessed be, will also light up a smile on your face and a fire in your heart. Sakura Ogami, freaking Sayaka, and Hiro, you better believe he's lighting it up. Yeah. District 2 sees Chiaki as our light bearer, carrying Hajime, Fuihiko, Peko, Ibuki, Mahiru, Sonya, and Nekamaru. Unsure who that is, but you guys are gonna have to figure things out. As we go on, we see Danganronpa V3. Actually, let me give a second imposter too onto Nekamaru. That way it's got even greater chance to hit. We have Gonta as our light bearer with Shuichi. We have Rantaro, we have Kaede, Angie, Kaito, Kibo, and this episode's new light bearer, this episode's new imposter, Himiko question mark. Ultra Spare. Girls, we got, your mama lighting things up. Hiroko. With Komaru, Jotaro, Katoko, Masaru, Monica, and Nagisa, the Warriors of Hope, which, is in a name would, light up something, light up hope. They didn't really, did they? Future Side sees Kizakura, Chisa, Kizakura as our light bearer, Chisa, Daisaku, Munakata, Ruruka, our new champion, Mitarai, Seiko. Munakata is still in this thing, with a little bit of an item. As the bears, last but not least, have Usami, fittingly, as their light bearer with Shirokuma, Monodam, Monokid, Monophony, Monosuke, and Monotaro as we get ready. Next week is Fracture. There is no AWE this Friday. It's a little bit of a break, thankfully, because I have plenty to do this weekend. But I digress. Are you ready? Do you enjoy spaghetti? Is your name Freddy? Well, none of those things really matter because I'm not ready yet because we have one more thing to do. If you didn't know, now you know, because chaos could reign this episode. The odds remain low, but Ruruka could have to defend that title. It was on the line in Yeet Ball. Will it be on the line again today? Big nopes. But I will say, if this were maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes from now, which I think would be the finale actually for this. I don't think we have 5 episodes left, do we? No, we don't. I think we have this week and then 3 more weeks for singles action, and the same after next tag team episode. So, time is running out, as they say, but we keep on rolling. As last time I asked you guys about resolutions, I think I already told you last time mine. Let's go to your comments from last time. We'll pick a new question for this time. It is...
Danganronpa.
Thank you. Hunger Games. Last time, we talked about resolutions for this vibrant new year, year of the vibrant, year of the bright, the shining, the luminescent as we go to newest. We had Kuzu who said, I've had this New Year's resolution for a few years, but now I actually want to try and commit to this and become an artist/animator. Best of luck. best of luck to you. I mean, it just takes consistent practice, consistent work. I think, I was gonna say anyone can do it, and I think anyone can do it. I think everybody will have their own artistic style. It just takes a while to develop that, and that is coming from me, who's not an artist. But coming from me, who's made things that I think look pretty okay, and I'm pleased with. So I think anyone can do that, especially if I can. I can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I ain't that old yet. Let me see, Kat, who says, I'm not entirely sure how New Year's resolutions works, but here's goes. I want to have 3 new publicly available videos/animatics on my channel rather by the end of 2026. This will hopefully, a lot of people, hoping or, not hoping, but rather, striving to have some sort of artistic goal, which I think is very cool. I think that's very neat. I just have kind of a running list of things that I would like to do, but you know, I like that. This will hopefully improve my focus and confidence in my art, and make me less of a perfectionist. I hear that. I used to be a bit of a perfectionist. That has long since, because you know, sometimes there's a little bit of fun in the stuff. You know what I mean? You gotta like sit back and be like, well, it happens. And lastly, Dryforce who said, first place Ibuki, her New Year's resolution is be normal, which is impossible because she is Ibuki. Well, Ibuki is anything but normal in the AWE. She's champion for the All-Star Championship. Had a very bad fall with March. I'm sure it will be addressed at some point. If it hasn't already been addressed, look, it's a new year. I haven't kept up with the AWE myself, but I digress. Question for this time. I would ask you to do some research, but I would have to do research myself. Because like I enjoy Pokemon cards, or at least like trying to build a Pokemon complete dex of at least one of every Pokemon. Which I need to get back into like getting Pokemon cards again. But I don't want to like buy any Pokemon cards like specifically like, oh, I need a Charmeleon, so I'll purchase a Charmeleon card. I gotta pull that Charmeleon card. You know what I mean? I have a Charmeleon, but you know what I mean. I was gonna say, what would be your move? But maybe let's keep that as just like a general, because I was gonna say there's a bunch of weird Pokemon card moves when you look at them, goes like, this isn't a move in the game, that's kind of crazy. I would say strictly speaking instead to moves in the game. If you could choose a Pokemon move that you could do, what would it be? And you know what? I'll let you have 4 moves that you can do in real life. What would they be? Let me see if I can come up with 4 for myself. Go ahead and pick your 4 before I pick my 4. Go ahead. Pause the video, I'll give you a second. Are you back? Okay, great. Let me think about mine real quick. So number 1 immediately came to mind was teleport. I'm teleport, 1,000,000%. 2, I think I'm gonna go for Flying Press, which I think is Halucha's signature move, just because, you know, flying fighting, it just feels like that's pretty on brand. I'm trying to think of things that would be useful. Maybe just regular fly. And, you know what, I'm gonna take this a step back. You can only choose like 1 HM. If you're choosing any HMs, you can only choose 1 HM. I'm gonna keep it, just, you know, for utility, you can only choose 1 HM. I'm gonna pick Fly. So I got Flying Press, Fly, Teleport, and I feel like maybe I should just get a fun one. Metronome. And I don't think I would ever use it because I could explode. But hey, if I'm ever in like my back's against the wall and for some reason I'm about to die, I'm popping Metronome to see if it can save my life. It's just always like it's gambler's fallacy, man. I feel like I could not pick Metronome. I was going through a million like moves in my mind and then it just stopped and said, you have to put Metronome on your moveset. And that scares the living daylights out of me. It's time for the game. I think that was actually a really fun exercise. I'm very excited to see what you guys have to say that I think about it. Anywho, I think I might reply to all of those. Let's start. We have all light bearers. You know, light bearer rules. Anyone that they kill will go on to the finale with them. We'll see if that happens, and we will start round 1 right here, right now. Horn bearers, if you would please, do your due diligence and sound the horns. Very good. Okay, now that they've done that thing and they've sounded their horns, let's proceed with Chisa tripping and falling into a bush, which surprisingly has a yeet ball inside. Usami is ready to defend her friends. Munakata is proud to lead Team Future Side. Hiro does his best to avoid freaking Sayaka. Kotoko steals Chisa's yeet ball, runs off with it. Kibo does the same to Kotoko. Monofini, ooh boy, finds a boombox. Time to play some sick beats, and I want to point out there could be additional light bearers in this game. It's all a matter of really if somebody else gets the light bearer perk during the game. Chiaki knocks out Kisuke in a fist fight, puts his Eclar on him. Junko traps Peko in a box, ships it to Brazil. Monica is looking for someone dominant to believe her. Nagisa and Monica get into an argument over who should be in charge. Hiroko murders Kizakura before Munakata can react. Munakata rushes to help, but it's already too late, and I can't hit that, like, that signature too, like, consistent right now. Because I'm not sick. But I woke up one morning this week, and I was very phlegmy. So I'm off the mend off of that, but I was never sick, you know what I mean? Unless it was like I had like a 3-hour sickness in the middle of the night, and then it subsided. Which I don't know if that happens, but like I feel completely fine. I never like felt ill. Monodam used the mysterious gas knockout freaking Sayaka and Mitarai in order to put rather death collars on them. Monotaro admires Monodam's decisiveness, a good leader in the making. Oh no, Mitarai just found a dimensional scythe. Those are supposed to rather be collected at the end of season 4. Mahiru finds a belt of Pokeballs, fitting for the question we just had. Who knows what could be inside of those? Ruka lays the title belt on the ground, grabs freaking Sayaka. Nope. I'm so sorry, Sakura Ogami. That's on me. I mix you two up from time to time, and I should never do that. Although, you're both traitors. Anywho, you're dead. Kaito finds a pillow, so sleepy. Shuchi kind of wanders off and gets lost, never seen again. Jotaro puts a death collar on Nakamaru while he's asleep. Angie keeps telling a joke, but it always falls flat. Nakamaru finds my climate change remote. Kaede attempts to kill Monofini, but Usami intervenes to protect her. Unfortunately, rather, Usami dies in the attempt. Chihiro's cooking genius idea. I don't know why I did that. That's normal Chihiro. Unless Rantaro wants to protect Angie. Fujiko has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. The Archon T Gripper and Himiko grant them an Adendro vision. Komaru finds a massive sack of apples. Monosuke is sick and tired of Kotoko being alive. Monosuke's put a $20,000 bounty on Kotoko, said, oh my gosh. Munakata is on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Ibuki finds a skateboard, done some sick moves. Hina attacks Ruka from behind, and the champion is gone already. Hajime steals Kibo's G-Ball, runs off with the freaking Sayaka, creating marketable plushies of Mitarai without his permission. He's mad, but before he has a chance to react, the plushies sell like hotcakes. They're both rich. Makoto, Monica, Rantaro grab their instruments and play a sad song for the champion. Tragic. Daisaku is the way the comments have been treating him, and he turns heel. Seiko mixes more AV brand disinfection, disinfectant, not disinfection. Shirokuma can't take it anymore and snaps his own partner's neck. Gonta eats something he shouldn't have and dies from horrible stomach pains, and that's a light bearer gone. And Sonya lassos Monodam, pulling him into the lake. Pulling him into a discarded scepter. The magic transforming Monodam into a sheep, but she can't do anything with it as Masaru shoots her dead in a duel. Sonya bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. And Sonya bites the dust. And Sonya bites the dust. Okay, well, she bit the dust, and she even bit this Claire de Lune for. Peko, Kizakura, Sakura, Shuichi, Usami, Ruruka, Monokid, Gonta, Sonya. That's actually 2 light bearers gone, and 20% of the competition, believe it or not. We had 45, and now we have tiptoed all the way down to 36. 9 gone. 9 more will get us to, what, 27? Well, which isn't quite the... I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just expecting multiples of 9 at this point. But who knows how this is going to play out. Not me, I never do. But I do this time. In fact, I didn't make any picks, but I got an imposter winning this game. And that's not a prediction. It's not a spoiler. It's a fact. You come back to this point at the end of the video. You come back to this point, you get that timestamp at the end of the video and say, Avi, I acknowledge you. We gonna keep going. This is the part where I click next round and they all die. Mahiru tosses out a Pokeball that comes Snorlax, who unfortunately flattens, very fortunately flattens freaking Sayaka. Good job, Snorlax. Big dubs. Jotaro is on the verge of snapping. Makoto puts Monodam out of his sheepy misery. Himiko accepts their shadows. Himiko gains the power of Persona. Monotaro finds a bike. Cue the bike theme. What if I don't want to play the bike theme? I mean, I do, but... As Hina challenges Mahiru and Hiro to an anything-goes pancake eating competition. As... Oh, right here. There we go. Mahiru is now in that World Pancake Championship mashup. Not mashup, matchup. Wait a minute. Hajime runs his Yeet Ball back for a big touchdown! He's ready for Yeet Ball next season. Shirokuma thanks Monofini for being there for him. Hiro gives Chihiro the various things that he's found, and Chihiro builds stuff out of it. It's soothing watching Chihiro make neat contraptions from those scraps. Rantaro, Makoto, Monica plays suspenseful music for Kaito as he chases Fuyuhiko. Chiaki recalls something about Sonya, sobs quietly. Munakata traps Nekamaru in a box and ships it to Brazil. Everyone's going to Brazil. I wanna go. For real. Kamaru is ready for target practice. Luckily, she finds a laser gun laying about. Oh no. Oh my. Fuyuhiko sets up his table for grabbing Nagisa in a headlock, then slams him. No, just suplexes him. Even better, through a table. Kibo. Ooh, what? Kaito picks up like new cool lying in various places. Katoko eats something she shouldn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. Whatever she ate is getting $20,000. Seiko has found Genocide Jack Scissors. Cute boys beware. You're in for a scare. Kibo says, well, if Gonta can't carry on the hope, I will. And he is now the light bearer. Who would have thunk? Daisaku finds a turtle on the beach, just like mine. Oh, a new friendship is born. They are such fantastic creatures. Hey, Pilot, are you looking at me like you usually do? Let me wave real quick. Oh no, you're slumped. That's hilarious, actually. Ibuki doesn't know how to skateboard, but does know how to swing one around. Kaede, Mitarai, Hajime are all caught in the wake of Ibuki's path of destruction. Hiroko tries to get others to notice her. Angie wonders about the future. Nekamaru rises maggots. Monosuke feels protected by his wealth. Munakata has a strong sense of justice and turns face. I believe it. Monica can't take her eyes off of Hiroko. Chihiro asks Hiro if he found anything useful. Junko has found a table, hoping nobody goes through it. I hope somebody does. Chisa is looking out only for herself. Masaru sizes his muscles, and Monofini can't believe that Shirokuma has killed somebody. That brings us to another, 8 this time. Not 9, 8 this time. As we continue onward and get a Claire de Lune for freaking Sayaka. Monodam, Nekamaru, Nagisa, Katoko, Kaede, Mitarai, Hajime. Well, what can I say? Except, you're welcome? Nekamaru, question mark, is not trying to divulge any more secrets about who he is, which I think is hilarious, actually. We'll click the next round and we'll see how this thing proceeds as Hiro hopes he doesn't have to harm anyone. There's a world where we could have more than one imposter, I just realized. I think Munakata question mark. No, it's not a light bearer, which is hilarious. Never mind. I forgot how this game works for a second. Hiro really hopes that he doesn't have to harm anybody. Shirokuma and Monosuke conspire against Monofini. How could they? The Hornbears have really been practicing today. They're like, oh, we gotta learn some new music. They heard us after last week with our special song. We gotta get something else. This is about to be a vibrant new year for the Hornbears. Monotaro never learned how to ride a bike. Munakata fights for truth, honor, and justice. Becomes Super Munakata. Chihiro tries to build a tank out of 6 rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. Jotaro and Masaru giggle like idiots, better not to ask. Junko sets up her table before grabbing Chihiro by the throat, then chokeslams Chihiro right to the table, sends him from high heaven to hell, rather. Blessed be. Seiko cleans up Usami's rotten corpse. Munakata sits there with a blank stare. Monofini accepts Ritaro's Monofini gains the power of Persona. Monosuke ambushes Hiro and Hina, murdering them both. Kaito challenges Jotaro and Saint Junko to an anything goes pancake competition. Saint Junko eats a single pancake, and for some reason the other two just happen to pass over dead. And she goes to the World Pancake Championship match. Blessed be our future two-time World Pancake Champion, Junko Inoshima. As Makoto and Junko, look at those two, ambush Daisaku, slaughtering him. Chiaki's got the Omnitrix on her wrist. You better believe. I was about to say she's going ghost. She's Chiaki too. Oh my gosh, a whole lot's happening this time. Angie finds some moon shoes. We're not liable for any broken ankles. Fuku gets cocky and dies from a stupid mistake. Komaru shoots several white-hot holes into Seiko's body using her laser gun. Chisa found a fishing rod. She can catch all the fish. Angie and Kibo's fingers touch by accident. They both blush just a little bit. Ibuki tries to kill Angie, but Angie retaliates and kills her instead. Mahiru tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Moltres using a fire blast, burning Junko and Monosuke alive. How could you, Mahiru? Rantaro punched his wrist, punched a tree, didn't punch his wrist, imagine. Rantaro punches his wrist. Well, I guess since the event says that, bam! and it breaks. But a Yeet Ball falls down from his wrist. Hiroko walks into a very strange machine. She gets ghost powers, her molecules got all rearranged. She is also a light bearer, keep that in mind. Himiko summons, Himiko summons a mass of vines with thorns around Shirokuma, bleeding him dry as Masaru steals that Yeet Ball and brings us to our final 16. 6 more until you're saving race picks. And 15 more until we see an imposter win the game. You go back to that timestamp and you say, I acknowledge you, my tribal chief, my my high chief, my sky high chief, the United States Aviator, as we declared a for. Chihiro, Hiro, Hina, Kaito, Jotaro, Daisaku, Fuyuhiko, Seiko, Ibuki, Junko, Monosuke, Shirokuma. We got 16 left, as I said. Which means, I mean, like, we can just keep going. We cannot wait. We will go on. We will proceed. And next round, we'll see. Round 4. As Kibo wishes he could go home. Munakata, yeah. Knocks out Mahiru in a fistfight. Death Cloud is on her. Chiaki gets an axe, upping her chances for survival somewhat. Komaru feels unstoppable with her laser gun. Rantaro steals Masuru's Yeet Ball, runs off with it, as Chisa casts around the river, pulls out a C pass, more like a C plus, and more like a see you later as a dead human being. Monotaro doesn't really understand what's happening and really doesn't understand what a Lucario is that it uses Aura Sphere, decimating Monotaro. The Archon Sea grants great potential rather, and Himiko grant them a Geo Vision. Angie finds a lovely bikini. Something inside of Munakata snaps. He's now feeling heroic. Drives him to fight for what he believes in. Hiroko shoots blast of energy from her hands at Chisa, unable to survive the blow. She perishes. Masaru sobs quietly. Makoto steals Rantaro's Yeet Ball, runs off with it. Wow. Horn bearer on horn bearer. Not violence, but thievery. You hate to see it. They're supposed to be in a band together. Monofini summons their persona uses Sai, leaving Masaru dazed with a splitting headache, and Monica finds a hat rack. So many hats. Too many hats. Too many hats. We are down to 14. Your final 14, as we hit one more, potentially next to last clearly in the episode 4. Monotaro, Chisa. Because I don't know if you feel it, but I got a feeling that we are going to lose at least 4 next time. It's something that it's one of those senses that I worked up from doing this for so long. You'll see. I've become less of a jinx and more of a grand sage in these Hunger Games. Look, okay, maybe I was not as correct. As Komaru gives Hiroko a gala apple. Gala apple. Dark energy swirls around Hajime's body. He's back as a ghost. Himiko creates a shield around Angie, protecting her from Masaru's attack. Munakata patrols vigilantly, ready to defend those that he loves. Munakata is on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Rantaro somehow finds a bunch of tactical combat gear and equips it that provides optimal protection for the whole body. Well, hold on a minute. Talk about your Grand Sage real quick. Kibo's got a bunch of pancakes. Mahiru sends out a Pokeball. Out comes a Turtwig who cuts through the vines for Mahiru. Makoto runs his Yeet Ball back for a big touchdown. Masaru comes back to his senses. Chiaki cycles through her alien choices. Monofini feels lonely after losing their teammate. Monofini is, let him in. Hiroko catches Hajime in a thermos, sends him back to the ghost zone, which doesn't really count as a death, but you see how many people quote-unquote died this round? Grand Sage. Angie jumps and stomps on Mahiru, Munakata, and Monofini, and Monica gives Komaru a baseball cap. Komaru pulls out a baseball bat out of nowhere and says it's all about the Mets. Baby, we lost 4, which was really 3, but I'm the Grand Sage, so I'm gonna say it's 4. We got 11 left, and that's a Claire de Lune 4. Oh. I think my soundboard actually glitched for the first time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she crashed. Oh. The first time the program, I think, has crashed on stream. Or on recording. Okay, well, I mean, it's back now. I just reopened the program. Here. Now it's a Claire de Lune 4. Hajime. Mahiru. Munakata. Monofini. Okay, crash aside. Let's get it. We got 11 left. One more until your saving grace picks, and I got a feeling 4 people dying next time, too. It's gonna be probably at least 4. Maybe. As Komaru gives Angie an apple, Angie thanks him and has a bite. Immediately starts coughing. That apple was poison. Himiko used the power of Geo, summons a massive rock in the sky, dropping to the ground, killing Masaru and Chiaki. As Monica gives Munakata a cowboy hat. Munakata used their best ha. Munakata then uses mysterious gas to knock out Kibo and Komaru, death causing both of them. Chiaki, who had just died, is now back as a ghost. She got hit by that rock, and then she came up immediately and said, dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's what she did. Anywho, she back as a zombie. Kibo feeds a few pancakes to the wild beasts, temporarily befriending them. Rantaro finds a seemingly official decree from a powerful Archon who lead Dare to hang it up. Makoto finds a big stick, probably comes in handy to bash in some skulls. Shuichi kind of wanders and gets back unlost. Oh man, we had like a -1 death there. Oh my gosh. As Angie very quickly succumbs to the pain, weakening her body and breathes her last breath, as Hiroko shoots out blast of energy from her hands at Munakata is able to dodge the blows and narrowly escapes. We are down now to 9, which could have been 8, but Shuichi wandered back. He is unlost, and it is potentially the last Claire de Lune of the episode for Masaru, Chiaki, Angie. Because I could see there being some sort of revival to bring us back to 10, I suppose. But for right now, it is actually your final 10. I'm sorry, your final 9. Within your final 9, you might need some new picks. And you know what? Being the Grand Sage that I am, I'll give them to you. It's time for some saving grace picks. Danganronpa 2, they dead. All of them. Except for one who is a zombie. She's undead. She is still actually the light bearer. We could see a very insane light bearer, zombie light bearer win, I suppose. If she were to get some zombie kills here at the end and get a zombie victory. I think that would actually be pretty hype. As we go on, we have the bears. They are all dead. Danganronpa V3 is kind of starting to cook back again because they have Shuichi and Rantaro both alive. They got Kibo alive. They're light bearer now. And we have Himiko as a Dendrovision, Geovision, Dual Vision, has a persona as she's cooking right now. She's cooking, and she could cook all the way to the end of this thing. Ultra Spare Girls actually still have their light bearer as well. In Hiroko, still alive and half ghost, has Kizakura, Chisa, and Hajime under her belt. With Komaru still by her side, will she win the game? But Monica's also there too. Don't forget about her. Don't forget about Monica. She'll kill you. She'll kill you real good. Future side is looking very bad, but they do have an imposter on their side. They're a little shell-shocked, but if they come back to their senses, I don't know, Munakata might be able to clutch up a victory here. And lastly, Danganronpa 1 has the one, and it's their light bearer. We have a couple light bearers in play, 3 actually still in play in the final 9. he would bring Monodam and Daisaku with him. Make your picks first, second, third. I will make mine as well. To stick to my roots, I've got Himiko for first. Himiko question mark for first. I got Munakata question mark for second, because I still think an imposter is going to win this game. And for third, I'm going to take a light bear. I'm going to take old Makoto. No, I'm going to take Mama, Hiroko. She's my third. Those are my picks. Are you ready? Have you made your picks in the description? Good, good. I was hoping that you did. More importantly, have you liked the video? I'm not even going to ask you to subscribe. That would be cool if you haven't. But do like the video. Because that's good. That's good stuff right there. Even if you don't comment, like the video. It means I know you're there. I know you're watching. No, I didn't mean to click that. I know you're there. I know you're watching with the same heart and the same fate as all these people. Every one of these final 9. And the same determination as that of a samurai woman. It is your final 9. Let's see how this thing plays out. We could see some real shenanigans. Next round sees shenanigans are beginning. As Hiroko finds Thursday's left shoe, Kibo tops his pancakes with fruit. Kamaru hates the way that her duck collar feels on her skin. Chiaki dangles, oh my gosh, the rotting limbs around fiddling with them. Oh man, there's a lot of people gone here. We are down immediately to 5 as Himiko causes blooms in the pond, then Munakata question mark, and Komaru were fighting in. The blooms explode, killing them both. Monika gives Hiroko a tiara. She feels like the prettiest princess. A princess mother, mama, yes. Hiroko. Makoto hits Rantaro incredibly hard, but was unable to kill him. Rantaro becomes dazed. Monika sneaks up on Shuichi, but Shuichi is known that he's been followed for ages now, is able to counterattack and kill Monika. But then Makoto doesn't really want to, finds himself having to get rid of Shuichi. That brings us down to our final 5, and Makoto, Hiroko, and Kibo are all still alive. We have 3 light bearers, 1 imposter, and, well, 3 light bearers alive, 1 undead light bearer, 1 imposter, and Rantaro. Yeah, I hope Rantaro wins this game, actually. That would be really funny. Everyone else has something special about them, and Rantaro's just like, yeah, I'm here. It's a terrible turnabout for her. Munakata, Komaru, Monika, Shuichi. I'm very excited to see how this thing plays out, actually. It's your final 5. As I said, we have Chiaki, the undead light bearer. We have Makoto, Hiroko, and Kibo, the 3 light bearers. We have Himiko question mark, the imposter, and we have Rantaro, who's got nothing special to his name, our world pancake champion. And they're all caught, and we like to call within our final 5 a crisis of fate. Let's do it. Next round sees, oh, it will be something special, won't it? It will be something special as Himiko uses the power of Dendro to make the falling leaves outside of Rantaro's camp green. Kibo beats Hiroko and with an inch of her life with a single pancake, then uses another one to finish the job. Chiaki's body continues to rot even as she continues to move. Rantaro finds Pilot. Oh, well, now you're actually awake. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm not feeding you right now, but, you know, chill. Go back and do what you were doing. Go back, yeah, I see you, yeah, okay, great. Whatever. Makoto bludgeons Rantaro to death with his big stick. We're down to your final 3, an imposter and 2 light bearers. Now, I just want to point out, will I be the grand sage? Are you gonna go back to the timestamp and say, Avi, my sky-high chief, I acknowledge you. We'll see after this terrible turnabout for Mother, Mommy, Mama, Hiroko, and Rantaro. Because keep in mind, we could still see some shenanigans happen in the sense that a ghost or a zombie wins the game. Right now, our only zombie, however, is someone who is a light bearer, but has gotten no kills, so the one person that she would kill to get a zombie victory would be the winner. And she would win with them. Or I guess she would win, and then they would be brought back with her because she is a light bearer and she got that kill. That being said, shall we continue? I think we must do so. Yeah, let's do. It's a Crisis of Fate. It is still your final 3. Technically, we're not at a who will it be, but I have a feeling that we will find out who it will be between the Lightbearer Makoto, the Lightbearer Kibo, who both now have kills to their names, and the imposter Himiko, who showed up for the first time this game. Next round sees. It will not... Well, hold on. Makoto waves his big stick around menacingly. Himiko wraps vines around Makoto, tying up his whole body. He's now trapped. Chiaki grabs Himiko's arm, bites them, turning him into a zombie, and Kibo wonders who left pancakes in the arena in the first place. Now, I know what you're saying. Haha, Avi, you're no grand sage. There's still a world where Chiaki wins and brings Himiko to the finale, and that's still a reveal. That's not the sage win that I was expecting, but it's still a sage victory in my book. It is likely the final terrible turnabout of the episode. 4. Nobody. Himiko didn't actually, like, die. She is undead, but she is still dead, via that girly. Are you ready? Because it's kind of a who. Will it be Makoto or Kibo? Both of them are light bearers. It could be a zombie as well. Makoto's tied up in vines. Kibo was not a starting light bearer, which would also be insane. Any win here is actually an insane victory. Makoto, who's been a light bearer since the start of the game. Kibo, who saw Gonta die and became a light bearer in his stead, with regular normal odds. Or Chiaki, who was a light bearer at the start of the game, turned into a zombie, and could win via zombie rules. Are you ready to find out? Makoto, Kibo, Zombie Chiaki. Next round shows us who will win. It is. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. But also, Kibo has now killed Himiko. And Makoto is bleeding out. So, Chiaki dangles her wither limbs around, fiddling with them. Kibo throws a pancake at Himiko, whose body has grown so frail it falls apart on contact. Makoto struggling in the trap and cut himself pretty bad. He's now bleeding out. Mahiru is back as a ghost, and I have to keep going because it could actually still be over. Kizukura is gone. It's not. We have one more round. And I'm not gonna stop because it is an undead Himiko, but she was undead in breakfast. I'm funny. I forgot that was that. Anywho, Kibo has killed Himiko, and that is added to his list. Next round, will it end? It does not. Kibo feels so bad for what he did, and Makoto's still bleeding out. Next round sees. Oh my gosh. Mahiru plays around their incorporeal body. Makoto's still bleeding out, but Kibo feels sorry for a bleeding out Makoto and frees him from the trap. Chiaki dangles her withered limbs around, fiddling with him, and I would like to point out that even if Makoto wins by killing Kibo, everyone that Kibo killed does not make it. It is just Kibo and the people that Makoto killed. I have to reiterate that. Is it over? It is. As Chiaki tackles Kibo to the ground, turning him into a zombie. Himiko does not clear. I'm not a grand sage. But Makoto is a light bearer winner, which means this is the first time I think in Ordeal since we've had this that you're a winner. No, I'm sorry, that you're a winner, along with Monodam, Daisaku, Shuichi, and Rantaro. He was bleeding out with a big stick in his hand to prop him up. He held on for those 4, and now all 5 of them, Makoto included, as your winner, make it on to the finale. Hey, what can I say? This was a really fun episode. It turned out to be such a fun episode at the end. Chiaki was very close. Here's the thing, if Mayu had killed Makoto there, Chiaki would have had the zombie victory. And she would have killed nobody, but I think I would have allowed the turn. Maybe I wouldn't have allowed the turn since it's not technically a death, counted as a death in the simulator. There's no X by the name. I do think I need to add like the zombie face, just for the heck of it, but I digress. What a time. Well, what a show. Himiko, question mark, our imposter Himiko did have 5 KOs, Junko had 5, Angie had 4, Makoto had 4, Mahiro had 4. I would like to, I'll say this in a second, Ibuki had 3, Himiko had 3, Kibo had 2, Monosuke had 2, everyone else with 1 or none. That's 5 people going on the bracket right now, but I would like to point out specifically about our new imposter. I don't know who it is. Whenever I add a new imposter, I really just don't know who they are. I will like write them down. I'll look at who I had as. So like after this episode, I'll be like, who was Himiko again? And then I'll really know who they are. I might know who this character is. This is just a person that I assigned at the beginning of the season. So at this juncture, whenever I put a character in and it was like, it's Himiko imposter time, I don't know until I look back at the list. So right now I'm kind of playing along with you guys. Me and editing will know, which is very funny. So until next time, I think that's it. You have, what, 3 imposters now to pick from. The best of luck to you in figuring them out. Until then, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew. This Saturday, there's more trails, which should be fun for Sundavy. This Sunday, we got a little bit of AWE Rebellion, so look at that. And then we got a whole nother week of content ahead of us, including Fracture, as we dip closer and closer to audit time in the AWE. Toodaloo Flight Crew. As always, thank you for watching.